closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
To speak of there, so bring him down shy of the 20. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
What an advantage having a lead guy to build a defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Middle.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford looking underneath and finding Hubbard. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he gets it up past the 35. The Rams at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. They come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right back to Hubbard. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. These Rams and Niners met 3 times a season ago. The Niners had the Rams number in the regular season, winning 31-10 in Santa Clara. And then again, 27-24 overtime in the season's final week. But the Rams got the last laugh in the NFC Championship game with a 20-17 victory. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Checks this down to Hubbard. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Still leaves him with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball on the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
So you want to make an opening drive statement?
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball, I've got to move. I don't want to just give up that easily.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Garrett, on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and it's 3rd and 5.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Stafford. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want...
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deshaun Elliott. And the Rams Rams are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On second and goal, Stafford. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Rams. Devontae Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point making is up and good. And that lets us score 7-3. Touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Another choke for Etienne. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Here's Lance. Now Lance able to escape, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. Loss of 7 to bring up 4. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
32.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And unable to connect. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. So 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and he'll set up with a second and run.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
On second down, Etienne once more. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop the right at the line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Etienne. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped on the line there. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. So on fourth down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And taken at the 46. They'll hit the out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And it's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
Stafford's pass intercepted.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Lance going to throw. This one caught by Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 32 yards. And the Niners are an extra point away from drawing level. They'll run with Etienne. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go to a loss of 4. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Etienne will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Just power football there. He's out near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen coming after a report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied at 7.
Robbie Gould taking off for San Francisco.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is Sidney Ford and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford able to connect with Mims. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Yeah, he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Off the play action, here's Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing again is Stafford. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the 50 and Stafford. They'll drop that down to Hubbard. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
A give running right, Etienne. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. We're at the 41, 2nd and 9. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now it's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Lance. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about it. He shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this peek.
Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. Guys might have pressed it a little bit right before the half. We're going to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, oh, that would go right up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Lance. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's impersonal or just offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And his throw is incomplete. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll look to Etienne to start things out. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after him. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Running these run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And that will from the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Over a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tarvarius Moore just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
A gain of 14 yards brings up 3rd down.
Stafford on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Stafford here, coming off his pick 6. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. We've talked about it, CD. The Bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try to find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there was one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Stafford over the middle and complete to the tight end Higbee. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Out of the game, here's the give to Hubbard. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They snap it to Stafford. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. His time is now run out on this 3rd quarter play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball secure. Don't turn it over.
Hey, continue.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up the key 3rd down. But if we're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Here we go.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Go, 38. Correct shot.
Lance now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. He'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That's now a half-dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Cassidy, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you presented, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games, or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Throwing is Stanford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Hubbard. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
An important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Partner, a tie game in the 4th quarter. You and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
A give to Etienne running right. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to go.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Lance. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort to be able to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take them all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match the opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all my friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down to the 20-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They show one with 3 tight ends here on first down. Stafford. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Lance. Looking for Gray, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Lance looking to throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here's Lance. And that's intercepted yet
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in this.
And look at this. They get the turnover they need. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fred Warner. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. They give it, and it take it away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game can't get it through. He's taking down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Lance back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. That's incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with the offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Desperation time here. Lance. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. On the give, this is Hubbard. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
At the 49ers' 44-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Right back to Hubbard. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's Hubbard. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given her up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped him 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of lateral and stay on your feet defensively and tackle someone.
Ready, go.
Line of scrimmage again to 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Yellow, go.
One final try now for Lance. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by David Long. And the Rams are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They don't feel good about this one.
Because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end,